So if you've been rejected on a loan modification, what options do you have to still save your home? Apply again. Because if you didn't find out from your lien holder why you're rejected, you're gonna need to do it again. The simple fact is it's all about numbers, time and money. Because sometimes if you just started to become behind, and let's say you're not behind at all. Let's take a real quick scenario. I'm the bank. You're supposed to give me a monthly mortgage payment. You call me up and say, hey, I'm really struggling right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make my monthly payment. I'm gonna tell you, hey, go and fill out this paperwork and we'll submit it for review and see if we get you modified. I hang up the phone and I smile. Because once again, you're basically asking me to take less money. So you fill out the application, I submit it in. Once again, my job is to collect the debt. And the debt is X amount of dollars. And I don't want to release it if I don't have to. You hear terms all the time that I didn't start getting anywhere until I was late on my mortgage payment. That's partially true because it's a mortgage. I mean, it's really your only leverage. I'm not advocating saying, hey, stop paying your mortgage. But I am letting you know that is one of your leverage points. The key element though, when it comes to time, the longer you haven't paid, the more motivation they are to get you to start paying. And so that's also when it comes to when I use the term apply again. Because just because you've been rejected once doesn't mean you can't reapply. I've talked to homeowners who've done it 5 times, 6 times, but on the 7th time, they got approved. Nothing had changed to them, but to the bank it had. It'd been at almost 10 months that they received any money. Here's another thing to understand about, when it comes to their motivation to modify your loan, is that for every $100,000, at a minimum, they have to have 8 times that amount of money sitting in a reserve account that they cannot lend out. Now think about this. How do banks make money? They make money by lending you money. It's all on the interest. So let's take a $200,000 house. That's $1.6 million that's sitting in a reserve account that they can't lend out. They can't even touch because your mortgage payment is in default. So do you actually really think that they don't want to modify you? I mean, because they only have really 2 options right now with you. Modify you or foreclose on you. And foreclose takes more money and it also takes more time. So just remember, if you've been rejected, apply again, but find out this time why you were rejected. It all comes down to you're either making too much or not enough. It's really simple to overcome objections. If you're making too much, I think you have your answer. I'm not telling you to go get fired. I'm not telling you to go homeless. If you're making too much money, you've got decisions to make. If you're not making enough, take on a renter. Try to take on a second job. What if you're already doing 3 jobs? If you're doing 3 jobs and you still aren't making enough money, I think you've overcompensated for where you're living. Because if you still can't afford it and you're working yourself to the bone, you need to look at other options. We can still assist. We have plenty of solutions. Give us a call.